store and buy clothes, what would you wear? What if there were no stores? What would you wear?
Just sew out clothes.
You would wear what?
They would just sew out. We just sew out clothes when we can't use stores.
Okay, so you would sew. Mom would sew and make some clothes for you. What is she gonna use? If there's no Joanne fabric, there's no store, she can go buy
She's not
material.
gonna use any animals because we are hunting different things. We are hunting poachers, we are hunting hunters, and we are hunting politicians.
Oh, really? We're hunting the politicians too. Okay. Well, you know what? The Indians, they didn't have any stores or any places where they could go buy clothes, and
They could just borrow some stuff from us.
they couldn't borrow clothes from people because they had to make clothes out of animal skins and furs. See this? This is a deer fur, and what they would do is get a piece of shell or rock and they would scrape the fur off. You see how the fur's coming off? And once they got it all off, or most of it off, it would look like this. Now there's still a little fur around the edges. Can you feel that? Yeah, but most of the fur that was right here is gone. I scraped it off. Now, would you want to wear this? It's hard, right? It's like a piece of cardboard. Would you want to wear that?
No, we would like to wear
The Indians,
stuff.
they didn't
So
like.
we just buy stuff from our stores.
Yeah, they didn't have any stores where they could go buy clothes, so they would, and they didn't want to wear hard clothes, so they would take this and soak it in a pot of water and deer brain. They're taking the brain of the deer and putting it in a pot of water, stirring it up, and soaking this in deer brain water.
What did that do, the deer
Well,
brain?
Deer brain is very oily, and it has chemicals in it that cause this, which this deer skin, this is a piece of deer skin, it feels like cardboard after you scrape the fur off. Feels like a piece of cardboard. You're welcome to hold it if you like. But it's soaked in deer brain and water, and the deer brain makes it feel like this. Now feel this one. Notice the difference. This is soft. That one's soft. You see? Here, you want to feel it? No? Okay. Well, this is what they're going to use to make their clothes. Now, once they take it out of the deer brain and water, it's soft, but it's wet. How would they dry it? Do they have a dryer? Do they have a dryer?
They would just hang it on a hanger.
Well, they don't have a hanger, but you're right in that they're going to hang it up in their house, and they're going to hang it over the fire. And what's coming out from the fire? What's going up?
Steam.
Not steam. What is it? Look over there. What do you see?
No.
Smoke. Yeah, the smoke from the fire gets in it. It causes it to turn a little darker. Notice how the color, how it changes color a little bit. And then it dries and they stretch it out and they sew on straps and they cut the fringe. See these little, this is fringe, these little things here and here. And this is what they wore here. This is it. It looks like an apron, right? It's called a loincloth. Does it look like an apron to you? No. Who wants to try it on over their clothes? Would you like to try it on? Huh? How about you? You don't want to try it on? How about Mom? Let's let Mom try it on. Come on, Mom. Turn around.
Okay.
Okay, she's brave. So this is what you wore here. Now, this is, you just, again, it looks like an apron. And this is the front. Turn around, Mom. See, that's the front part. Now, turn around, all the way around. There's nothing in the back. There's air conditioning back in the back. Okay. So, you wouldn't have anything in the back. Now, notice the difference between what she's wearing and what I'm wearing. Am I dressed like this?
Yeah.
Are any of the people who work here dressed like this? Why not? Why don't we have on this apron? Hmm? It was for the summertime. That's a good answer. They would wear this when it was cold. They could put on a deer fur. This is their working clothes. But are they going to let us walk around like this with air conditioning in the back here? No.
That's what I was saying. This might be more male.
This
That
is-
might be more female.
No, this is a family museum, right? So we're wearing their dress-up clothes. Do you have special clothes that you wear for a special event? Huh? Like going to a wedding, which do you have a special dress? Or men have
Oh,
a
I'm
special
sorry.
suit, tuxedo,
Do you want
or
to go
gown?
check something
Well,
else out?
When they dressed up, everybody wore
It's a little
dress.
squirry. It's a little
Yeah, men
squirrel.
and women wore dresses. They didn't make pants.
Well,
So we
away
have
from
leggings,
them.
but we don't
I
have
know.
pants. They're like
Yeah,
leggings.
we do.
that's
But
why
this is
one
what
is
everyone is wearing
swirly.
in here.
Yeah.
Men and women.
Do you want to check out the fireplace
If you're
area?
under 11, you don't have any clothes.
All right, let's go check that out then.
So mom would rub the kids down in bare fat and just put an animal fur around them. So this might be your coat here. If you were Indian, they would just wrap a coat around you. And this is what mom would be wearing too when she was cold. Let's just put this on you. That's what you wore. And wear an animal fur and animal skins. That's what they had. They didn't have Targets, Walmarts, Macy's, JCPenney's. They didn't have any stores.
You didn't go to Burlington.
They have a Burlington Coat factory. Do you have any questions? Okay.
Yes, she's a little disturbed.
I know. I said she was like, we don't hunt animals.
Yeah,
I know, and I understand, but 400 years ago they did it because they had to. They didn't have any other places to get clothes. They didn't have any stores where they could buy clothes, so they had to do it. Or they would just run around naked all day. You think that would be a good idea? Huh? To not have any clothes?
Kids did.
Yeah. But even when it got cold, they would be wrapped in a fur. But I understand. And I'm so sorry that bothers you, that they hunted animals. They just didn't want to be cold. All right? So can you give them a pass?
all right. Well, let's go look at something else then. Yeah, we could do that.
Coming to see us.
Yeah, let's go. But see, now you learned something. So that's what they used to do, but poachers still do that. They still kill the animals, and then they turn them into clothing, and that's not right. But let's look at this stuff.
We're supposed to knit.
I know, baby. That's right. We should knit. But here. Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Oh.
See what I'm cooking?
Mm-hmm. You want to see?
Oh, can I show you something first, though? I want to show you my front here.
That might not be a good idea.
Nope.
No.
Scary.
Yeah, we just had a whole issue over there with the animals and the hunting and the... Yeah.
So let me show you what I'm cooking. Guess who in the family did cooking, Mom or Dad? Who do you think? Does Dad ever cook in your family? Does he sometimes cook in your family?
Cooks a lot.
He's our chef.
He is.
Yeah.
In this
Well,
family,
he's our cook.
He's our cook, yes.
okay.
Yeah.
well, in this family, it would mostly be the women who were doing the cooking. So you would be learning how to cook if you were a little Powhatan girl. So what do you see in there? What's that?
All I see is carrots.
They didn't grow carrots. Could you imagine? They had no carrots. They had no, let me see what else. What other kind of vegetables do you like to eat?
What's the green one you like?
You like green beans?
They look like trees. What are those locusts? Yeah.
Broccoli. They didn't have broccoli. Can you imagine? How about rice? Do you like to eat rice? That's rice. These little brown ones right here, rice. So lots of beans.
I
And
like white rice.
oh, yeah, me too. Do you like corn? Do you like to eat corn sometimes? Hominy. So that outer shell from a kernel is
This is
soaked
hyper.
off.
Ooh, be careful. Be careful. Be careful.
This is a type of squash, and you see it a lot around Halloween.
Why?
Squash, what is it?
What do you see around Halloween that you carve, put faces in Halloween?
Pumpkin.
That's about it. And that is a walnut.
Oh.
And then finally,
Watch your shoes. Don't do that. You're going to mess them up. We talked about that.
What does that look like to you?
Chicken.
Except they didn't have chicken. So what?
Fish.
It could. They ate a lot of fish. What do you eat over Thanksgiving? It tastes a little bit like chicken. Starts with a T.
And it gobbles.
Yeah, gobble gobble gobble.
Turkey.
That's what that is.
But I don't really eat.
You don't like turkey that much? Well, the Powhatan would have liked turkey an awful lot. Now I want to show you the as well.
Don't do that with your shoes, sweetie. You're going to mess them up. Don't do that with your shoes.
Look at your pretty shoes. Are they new?
Yeah, we just got them yesterday.
Yep, that is.
Do I put off of a turkey?
No, somebody gave it to us.